Almost a month since the head of the Commission announced this, the European Union promised the mother of all sanctions. If you're Russia and you look at the situation, perhaps you spot weakness. Is that a problem?
Well, Russia and Putin doesn't believe in multilateralism, and so far we have been very united, which has been a huge exercise considering that we had 27 different countries with 27 different internal politics going on. But we still try to keep the unity, and sometimes it was clear in the beginning that it will be more difficult when the sanctions move closer to us. First, there were sanctions that only hurt Russia, but now there are sanctions that also hurt European countries, and therefore we have different sensitivities.
And of course, you say the impact will be felt now by Europeans. There is no war that doesn't carry a cost. I wonder, however, all of this has to do with the victory of Ukraine. What is victory? What does it mean? In your eyes, what's the victory of Ukraine over Russia? What does it look like?
Well, it's first of all to the Ukrainians to say, but when Russia goes back to its borders and also the war crimes are being punished for, prosecuted internationally so that aggression does not pay off. That is a clear sign, a signal to everybody that it can't work like this, that we have a peace agreement and everybody stays where they are, because a bad peace might mean that there are still atrocities for the people of those territories, and there will be a pause of 1 year, 2 years, and everything will continue in a much broader scale. So we have to be very firm.
And if that carries a cost, an economic cost on Europe, is it worth paying the price? Are we talking about something that really has much bigger value than perhaps an economic contraction this year?
It has economic cost also when it's a very long period and there is interim peace, and then everything will continue. It also has a very high cost, and what the previous mistakes have taught us, Crimea, Donbas, Georgia, when we leave it like this, the future costs will be even higher. So we have to stop here and be very firm on this.
And of course, I have to ask you, when you look at the perspective of Ukraine and Russia, it almost seems that this is an existential question for the two of them. The Ukrainians are now pushing for this membership of the European Union. Is that something that you see doable as candidate status in a matter of weeks to reassure them?
It is a matter of discussion for the June Council meeting, but I think that they should get the candidate status when they fulfill the criteria, like all of us have. Doing the reforms, rule of law, anti-corruption, all these things that are important for the European Union. I think it's also beneficial for Ukraine to do those things so that everybody could be confident on their way.
And of course, just a very final question. You have been outspoken from day one. You said it from the beginning. This is full aggression and Russia cannot be appeased. History shows that it cannot be appeased. Back home, there has been some domestic troubles for you. Are you confident that you still have a hold on your government and you're going to continue to push this line that, to be fair, you've pushed from day one?
Yes, even before the war started, actually. But no, the politics is so that one day you're in power and the next you're not. That's democracy, so I can't be sure of that.